Hi, it's me. I'll be guiding you through C++ so you can understand it just a little bit better. I understand that being taught programming is a difficult process, especially if you're programming on paper. It feels like in math being given formulas. You don't really know how these formulas work or why they even work, but you use them because it gets the job done. It's similar to programming when you're being given statements and functions and definitions and words that you don't know yet, but you're going to use them anyway because, well, that's what your teacher gave you and you're going to use them because that's what you have to do. Understanding these concepts on a fundamental level lets you use them in problem solving and logic so that you can use them for yourself. This course allows you to understand those at a core level, at a basic level. And in this video, I'll be going through the differences of C and C++, what IDEs, code editors, and compilers are, and I'm also going to include a line-by-line explanation of the Hello World program that you run in C++. The differences between C and C++ are actually not that many. It's developed by two different people. C was developed by Dennis Ritchie in the 1970s, while C++ was developed by Bjarne Stroustrup in 1979. This allows you to understand that these two are different programming languages despite being under the name C. C++ is actually just C with additional features and syntaxes and capabilities, but this shouldn't disallow you to understand and learn C on your own. C is a wonderful language as well. IDEs and code editors are two different things. IDEs, or Integrated Development Environments, are an all-in-one workspace for a programmer to use. They allow you to run, debug, compile, and launch your code all in one space. While code editors, on the other hand, only allow you to edit code and text. A compiler is a computer program that translates your code into code that the machine, aka your computer, can read. So let's say the Hello World program that I will be showing you later will be compiled into another type of code, but this time the code can actually be read by your computer. What we have here is the C++ Hello World program. I'm going to explain to you line by line what all of these are and how they work. Okay, let's get to it. What we have on the first line is an inline comment. Well, it's basically a comment inside your program. This will get ignored by your compiler so that you are able to only read it whenever you are editing your code. The second one is a multi-line comment because it spans multiple lines from 3 till 6. Line 8, which is # include IOStream, is what you would call a preprocessor directive. But what this is basically doing is it's saying, hey, include everything inside the file IOStream. IOStream is a file that handles the input-output operations. What we're saying here is basically, let's use everything inside of IOStream for our program. It's telling the program to use the contents of IOStream. We're going to skip over line 10 because it's going to be complicated without explaining the rest. Line 12 is a function, int main. This is where the main body of your program is going to be. And the curly braces indicate the beginning and the ending of int main. This being the beginning, the opening bracket, and the curly brace or close curly brace beginning or signifying the ending. On line 14, we have cout operator hello world. What this will do when you run it is it will just print out hello world in your terminal. There we go. Cout is part of the IOStream library And usually you'd have to write it down with std out. But since we're using namespace std, this is basically useless. You don't have to include it anymore since we are using this. However, let's say I will remove this and would have to add it onto cout. The cout command basically allows you to print out whatever it is to the right of this one. Understand that in C, it is very important to be case sensitive and keep everything in line with the syntax. If I were to remove this terminator or the semicolon, this would not be able to run properly because we are missing the terminator. And for line 15, return 0 just means that the program ran fine. This tells the program that, hey, it worked just fine. That's it for the explanation of Hello World. Thank you for listening.